Hey, you're not thinking about going outside, are you? That's not a good idea. I know because I have been out at night before. All alone, I mean. But only because I absolutely had to. I would not recommend it. Not in this town. I guess you wouldn't know, since you're just visiting, but it's like another world out there, after dark. There are a lot of restless spirits here. I don't think the adults can see them, but they are real enough. A lot of kids go missing here at night. But if you have to go out there, I can at least give you some advice before you go, and hopefully change your mind. Our town does not heed the old traditions anymore. It's being modernized, you see. That is why so many roads are closed. There's always a lot of construction going on. New buildings are popping up everywhere, and old ones are not being maintained. People don't worship Oyamatsumi, the mountain spirit, anymore, and therefore he does not protect us from all the others. At least that's what I think is happening. Cannot be sure though. It seems so peaceful at first when you step outside at night. Hardly any traffic. The air is crisp and cool. There are crickets and sometimes distant owls. Your footsteps are the loudest sound, almost echoing in the street. And there's a low, comforting hum every time you pass a lamppost or a vending machine. You could meet a rat or a cat, sometimes a few crows, but soon enough you will notice that there are other, more dangerous creatures out and about at night. Often you will hear them before you see them, or you don't see them at all, unless you shine a flashlight at them. Some are almost shapeless or full of wiggling limbs. Others are just a face or a giant head blocking the whole street. Some just block your way or go about their own business, and you just have to step aside and let them pass. Others will actively chase you. Hungry ghosts with mouths on their bellies, human-faced dogs, and ogre-head spirits. I've seen flaming tires, just tires, that tries to run you over. Some of them look like other children playing or chasing after a ball. They sometimes cross the street right in front of you. I'm guessing that's how they died. There's sometimes a lady that jumps out of windows and tries to land on you. I guess that's how she died as well. Some spirits even look like forgotten backpacks on the side of the road until you come close. Some can be held back with the beam from a flashlight or distracted by the sound of a pebble being thrown. It can give you just enough time to get away or find a hiding place. I cannot describe all the spirits to you. There are too many of them, and they could look like almost anything. But still, the feel of them when they get close to you is unmistakable. You'll soon find out for yourself, my friend, if you do decide to go. Here and there, you can still find hidden alleyways and tucked away small sanctuaries, some of them with old shrines, remnants from a time when we got along with the spirits and had their protection. Leave a small coin as an offering, and you should be safe for a little bit. You always have to remember the fastest route back to the last shrine you saw. Sometimes there's nowhere to hide, you know, and you just have to run. I have found notes and diaries that others have left behind. Some lost, others hidden. I have never found their owners, though. Some of the notes contain descriptions of spirits or advice on how to defend against them. It has saved my life a couple of times. We pretend like nothing when we meet other kids in daytime. But the ones who explores the night, we help each other out through those messages. Some of them are probably written by kids who never came back, who were killed or taken. There might even be kids out there who are trapped in the night. It never ends for them. They cannot find their way back. Are you not discouraged yet? Do you still want to go out there? It must be important, whatever drives you to leave the safety of our house so late at night. If you do insist on going, I cannot stop you. But there are a few more spirits you should be aware of, more powerful than the ones I have mentioned so far. The centipede spirit watches over and protects the downtown area, especially the shopping center. It has countless legs with black and red stripes. Its body fills the whole street as far as you can see. The centipede spirit is still worshipped in this town because it represents prosperity, riches, and doing well in business. I think the centipede protects us from the mannequins in the shopping center, which are said to come alive at night. But it will attack you if it thinks you've disrespected it by removing offerings of salt. I have seen little ghostly hands picking up the salt. I don't know what they are. Mr. Yomawari looks like a black flying slug with one giant closed eye. He can see just fine, though. He flies around with a burlap sack and kidnaps children. Stay away from him. Run and hide if you see him. Then there's Mr. Yomawari. He is one of the most difficult spirits to avoid. He attacks from above with a big bloody pair of scissors. He will try to cut off one of your arms, and he will try many times in quick succession. There is something about him, though. He is corrupted, but not really evil, I think. He might once have been a god of farewells or broken bonds. The last one you should know about is called Malice. I've only glimpsed it a few times. It mostly stays in the mountains outside of town, which is why you shouldn't go there at all. It is a hulking creature, assembled by human hands and faces. It has the legs of a spider and many, many eyes. Malice makes it very difficult to reach the old mountain spirit and re-establish the broken relationship between the human world and the spirit world. I do not know if he can be defeated. Most spirits are relatively simple, but this one is intelligent and conniving. My best advice to you is, do not wander into the mountains at night. It is even more dangerous than the town. Once you start going out at night, it is difficult to stop. The night pulls at you. It is not only frightening, it is also beautiful. Everything becomes more ethereal at night. It is crisp and clear, and with muted, mellow colors. the soft emerald green of leaves, muted reds and yellows on signs and buildings, and warm orange glows from street lamps. The daytime hum of the town is gone. It is peaceful. The world is given back to nature for a while. I have to go now. You stay here where it's safe. Go to bed and get a good night's rest, and put me out of your mind. I'll be back before you know it. Wish me luck out there, and good night.